So I understand today is your third application for parole.
Yes,
Your first two applications were rejected, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And this is your final attempt. Do you understand that?
Yeah, this is my last chance. That's what my attorney told me.
Okay, excellent. Ms. Smith, can you explain to me why the first two applications were rejected and why you think that your situation is different now and should be accepted?
Well, I explained in my first hearing that the reason that I was driven to steal was that my husband got deployed right before I found out I was pregnant, and I didn't want to stress him out, but I couldn't really make ends meet, and I was just in a really panicked place. So it was really a crime driven out of necessity, and I know that I did the wrong thing, but I was just trying to make it work by myself, which was really challenging.
Okay.
They knew I was pregnant and sent me to prison anyway, which I understand is the right thing, but to be honest, nothing's really changed. He's still gone, but I only have a month of this pregnancy left. And if I give birth before he's home and I'm still in jail, I don't really have anywhere for my baby to go, and I don't want to have a child in foster care just because I made one mistake.
Yes, Ms. Smith, I completely understand how painful this is.
Parole would just be, I would still be having to answer to somebody, and I'm gonna be a mother. I don't want to repeat this crime. I've had really good behavior,
Yes.
and I understand I'm less than halfway through my sentence, and so that is also part of why they said they wouldn't grant parole, but I'm begging the court to make an exception because I'm pregnant and I'm doing this alone right now until he's home.
I do understand the challenge here, Ms. Smith, but it does seem like you are still in a desperate situation. What has changed in your home life experience or outside of prison that would allow you to care for yourself and now this baby that's coming?
No, I know. I just, I'm happy to get a job anywhere, like even at a gas station or waiting tables, anywhere that will, hire me. I know that the reason that I stole in the first place was because I was in a desperate position, so I guess I am still in a little bit of a desperate position, but I've learned my lesson, and I would never do that as a mother. I did that because I just found out I was pregnant, and my husband had just gone overseas, and that's just a lot, and now I've had time to process it. So that's changed. I've had a lot of time to process it and think about it, and I wouldn't do that again. I wouldn't risk it. I'm sorry, and it was stupid.
I hear you, and I do believe that you really want to do the right thing, but we do need a little bit more proof. Do you have any?
Your Honor, if I may interject, while in prison, my client has received her GED, so that will make her more employable. There are a number of institutions out there that do work with people in her circumstances that are going to be more apt to employ her if you do decide to release her.
Yeah.
That's wonderful news. Congratulations. Do you have any character witnesses to attest to your growth and change over the last 7-8 months, I guess, Tim?
No, I haven't really made a lot of friends in prison. So, I mean,
There's no one who's known you before and current who could attest to your change as a person?
I'm not allowed to bring the same character witnesses that I used in my first two parole hearings, so I don't have anyone today. But even though my husband's not home, I really feel like I have to take care of my child outside of prison. Because if my kid goes into foster care, my husband, we're gonna have to go get him out. It'll make me even more desperate than just going home and having to care for a child. And my husband is gonna come home eventually. I just don't know when. So I
apologize for interrupting, but I do think there may be someone here who can speak to your change as a woman and growth, and also your support system. I think I've heard everything that I need to hear. I'm gonna grant your parole.
Oh my God.
And I would like you to turn towards your character witness in the back here and tell them how grateful they are to be supporting you.